Hey guys, it's Roots. I'm going to show you how to make a quick rose petal infused vodka, because later we're going to turn it into a liqueur. Most liqueurs have sugar in it, but with this one I'm just going to do the infusion, and then later when I bottle it I'll put the sugar. And the reason that I do this, I did this last year. I only gave it to 4 people and they kind of went crazy. But anyway, my rose petals are blooming so well this year. The fish fertilizer was just the jam. So the roses help kind of relax your muscles. They give you a little vitamin C. They have phytochemicals in them, which, you know, they help a little bit of everything. Also, one of the things I was doing research on I did not realize was they also help with the GABA system with children that have epilepsy. So moms, if you're having problems with that, kind of research that. I'm going to put a link in the bottom of the box, and hopefully you'll go there. It has rows and pages of things that roses do for you. My granny gave it to us because she said, come and get your rose petal stuff because it's good for your stomach. It was because that's what she knew. Chinese and Asian countries have used this forever for GI problems. I won't get into all the science of it. You can do that research. Always do your research, but we're going to pan down. Come on, cameraman. When you go out and pick your roses, I picked these this morning. I keep them in the refrigerator to keep them fresh. And let's pan over here for a second. If you look over here, I pick the petals and I dry them. Once they're totally dry, this is what I do to infuse my oils and things like that. These petals are they're dry enough to do with oil, but you'd have to do an extra filter. But I like for them to be fairly dry, almost sound like crackers. And boy, do they smell so good. But we're going to get back to this. But when you do go and pick your petals, always pick ones where the buds are not fully open and in the early mornings. I always like to pick things out of my garden. I know you can buy organic this and organic that, but do you actually know if it's organic all the time? With something like this, especially since I'm going to give it as gifts, I like to be extra sure. And I also make these petals into rose petal jam, which is delicious. And oh my goodness, my whole kitchen smells like flowers. But really simple, really good for the body. You're going to infuse this for about 4 to 6 weeks, and then you're going to strain it. Fill your jar all the way to the top. Make sure you always remember to put your label. Always put your label so you'll kind of know where you are with your dates and such. And once you have filled your jar, and if this is not enough fresh ones, because I don't take all the petals off my bushes every time, I leave some for the bees. Fill it up all the way to the top. Whatever cheap, not so much cheap, but whatever brand of liquor or alcohol that you have. This happens to be a vodka, which is, let's see here, distilled from grains. They're distilled from a little bit of everything. But you just fill your jar up and it turns a beautiful red color. Tastes delicious. Kind of smells like roses. Even releases the perfumes into your mouth once the infusion is done. Fill that booger all the way to the top. Let's get every drop of that out. And put your cap on it and sit it to the side. Now I've already done goji berry, elderberry. I put a little orange liqueur in here because I wanted the sweetness to it. If you can look at it from the bottom, I haven't filtered yet, you can kind of see the berries in it. And when I'm ready, just stay on the table, babe. When I'm ready, I'm going to put it in these glass bottles. You know how much I love glass. Cap it off, put a real pretty label on, and that's going to be a wonderful gift. But look up the benefits of rose petals. How it can actually help your body, especially if you have an abundance of rose petals. This year I have 4 bushes that are producing all the time. So I'm going to make liqueurs, give them as gifts. I'm going to make jams, which I'm probably going to keep for myself. Make facial creams, rose water. So go out in your garden, get your day started, and do something natural for yourself. Bye, guys.